Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Who is there? Something is wrong with StreamYard earlier, I think. So I got views here, but couldn't see anybody there. I just fixed this. Hello, sino po andyan? Pa-comment po kami. Sino po andyan so we can recognize you. Hello, good evening. Two people. I didn't see any comment there. Yeah, there's one left now. Hello. Yeah, one thumbs up. We need more thumbs up. What?
No, nothing. Just
Sino po? Andyan. Just gonna spit again. Hello, beautiful people. Let's just share the stream again. Ay, si Hello Sorry si the busy ko. Wala ka napansin dayon. Oh, wala pa di ay, harang pa di ay. Hi, sis Lara. Okay na, nakasulod na ka. I'm just gonna share the live. Yay! Yun na si Chanda eh. Umanadjad. Kumusta ang audio? Dili saba?
Good evening, everybody. English gentleman here.
Signing in.
Yeah. Hair's a bit messy because the wife's been cutting her. If you look on YouTube, you'll see two videos of her cutting my hair, which she did very, very well. First time she's cut hair.
Shout out to sis Lara. Thank you for coming tonight. Hello sis Annabelle. Good evening na ba dyan or afternoon pa? Afternoon pa ata? Nagluluto. Ano linuluto nyo? Sige, tambay lang kayo dyan ha. Mag-share muna ako. Share muna ako ng sa group.
Yeah, good evening to you all.
Are you aware of the title of the
Yes,
live?
Yes. I had to think about it.
She said interesting topic.
Interesting topic. Yeah, I was trying to think what it meant. I know what it says, but I was trying to think what the underlying theme was.
What do you mean?
What would that mean? Well, I know what the title is.
Yeah.
But I had to think.
What do you mean? What you have to think? You mean what do you think? What would you be answering? What?
Well, yeah, I was trying to think what the answer was and what we were really trying to say.
Well, the question is, who would you choose? Well, what I'm trying to say is that, say for example, there are two. Well, for you, you're a man. Say for example, there are two ladies out there.
Yes.
So who would you choose among the two? Is it the one that you love but doesn't love you, or the one that is it the one that you love that doesn't love you, or is it the one that loves you but you don't love?
Ah, right. Well, this is a bit like the tale of the Spanish man and the Pasig River, which I read to my daughter Marianne. Those of you who know that Pasig River is named after Paz, and there was a girl who was very poor who used to sit by the side of the river because she was too poor to go to school, and she had a paramour, that's a good word, and there was a Spanish man that liked her, but he drowned. That solved that question, didn't it? And Pasig River is named after Paz, and Marianne likes me to read that to him. In an ideal world, of course, you would love somebody and they'd love you somebody back. And then you've got a very good relationship, or very good start for a relationship. It's always a problem. And whether you're a man or a woman, sometimes the person you're keen on isn't keen on you, and the person that you're not keen on is very keen on you. And then you have some difficult decisions to make. Traditionally, men have been a bit shallow, and men will often go for the prettiest, most attractive girl, even if they don't particularly love them, if they're very forward with them. Whereas women tend to be a bit more, well, women are designed to protect themselves and to protect children. And so women will often go for somebody that is a good provider and a safe and steady provider, rather than Mr. Guapo. But if you've got a choice between somebody you love who doesn't love you, well, they're not really going to, it's not really going to last, is it? But if you've got somebody you don't love and but is very keen on you and loves you, then the only thing I can say is you give them a chance and see if you can grow to love them. But of course, if we think about Indian and Muslim cultures, very often they have arranged marriages. And sometimes the marriages they meet very soon before. And with the arranged marriages, people very often grow to love each other, and surprisingly enough, arranged marriages have a little bit better rate of not breaking up, and a lot better rate of not getting divorced. So yes, interesting choices.
Right, so Lara said, I'll choose neither. I've been with both. If you choose someone you love, but the person doesn't love you, unrequited love can be exhausting.
Yeah, unrequited love. That was the word that I was in my vocabulary, so I'm glad you've used that. Unrequited love.
If I choose someone who loves me but I don't love, it's a no-no as well. I can't imagine myself building a life with someone I don't love. I don't want, I think she wants to say, I don't want someone to resent me in the long run that way. Well, but they say that you can learn to love somebody.
I think a lot of people, I think there is often an imbalance. I think often there's an imbalance between how keen somebody is. And there's no doubt about it, if you live with somebody, you tend to well, there's a good chance you're going to get closer. And certainly, although Mercy and I have been together since 2013, the 4 months we spent in lockdown, 24/7, and hardly ever going out the house. And I certainly haven't gone out the house much. I would say we're closer now than we've been for a long time. And certainly with the children have benefited from having me 24/7. And they're not too bad on the daddy.
So what is it if you were to choose one?
If I had to choose.
Yeah. I think it will be different for a man's point of view than for one woman's point of view.
Yeah, definitely different.
Because as for me, I'll have different answer if I was a man.
Yeah, I think men, especially if they're lazy, and a lot of men are lazy in romance, and a lot of men take the easy option. My son's one.
Stop talking about your son.
I want to go on. I know somebody who fits the bill perfectly. He's lazy in romance, and so if someone's keen on him and they're reasonably attractive, well, that will do. Job done. So I think men would probably go for somebody who's very keen on them rather than someone that they were keen on as unrequited love. Whereas I think,
sorry, what's that again? Men are?
I would say if men had to make in an ideal world, the choice is neither. But if men had to make a choice, I think men would go for the people who were keen on them rather than the ones that they were keen on. Men don't like to be.
Really? I thought the opposite.
Well, I don't think men want to be rejected. I don't think men want to. A lot of men won't make the effort. But then, do you really want
to be someone that you don't?
Well, that's what I just said. In the ideal world, you won't want to be either of them. But if you've got a pecking order, the first option is I don't want to be with either of them. If you're a man, the second one is I'll be with the person who's keen on me and I'm not keen on them. And the third choice would be, well, I'm chasing somebody who isn't keen on me. But if they're not keen on, if a woman isn't keen on a man, you're going to get rejected, or used.
Well, as a woman's point of view, I thought that, as long as you don't have to love that person, but as long as you like him or you're attracted to him, and you know that he loves you, so you know that he's going to treat you well, that he's going to be nice to you, he's going to be kind to you, and then I think eventually there's a possibility that you will develop.
Yeah, I agree totally. A lot of women will go for a safe, steady option. They may not be Mr. Grappo and they're neighbour head over heels in love with them, but they will choose them. And I think a lot of Filipinos were. And in all due respect, if you're in a third world culture of poverty, often you haven't got a lot of choice.
But say if you have to choose one, Sis Lara. You have no choice but to choose one. Say, for example, your parent really want you, well, not to the point of get married, really, but that's another thing. But, say, for example, that your parent want you to start a relationship that will lead to marriage, something like that. Who would you choose?
Well, in the Western culture wouldn't go along with that, whereas the Asian culture would. Asian culture is very much more respectful to the family and especially to their parents. And of course, the Indian subcontinent.
I think Chinese also.
Yeah, the Indian and the Chinese, they would tend to, if their parents wanted to marry somebody, they would probably go along with it. The family pressure is that's a good situation. We're in your parent wants this somebody who you don't like, but the parents know that this guy loves you. Would you rather be with that guy, follow your parents and be that guy, or you want to be someone that you really love? Well, in the West,
and disobey your parents.
Well, in the West, you disobey your parents. In Asia, especially China and India subcontinent, you wouldn't disobey your parents.
I'd rather be single na lang dyan, sis. If my parents will force me to do it, then I'd pack my things, run away from home. Oh my God, it's too hot. Wait lang ha.
Hello, Julian.
Ay, sis Joven. Ay, ano pala ha. Pag mularga na rin akong bana, dili na ako busy. Ako nang aksikasuhon imong premyo. Apit na siya mularga. It's too hot. Wait lang.
There we are. Now we're in the rainy season. Of course, it's very humid. Well, I'm off to City Hall tomorrow to try and get my trouble pass. Good luck to me, I think. But there we are. It is what it is. Difficult and turbulent times.
Nakasulay man jud ko sis oy nga love ko sa laki din ako siya giyatagan chance. Ako na lang jud naluoy niya ending ako pang nilak sa okay. So understand it's based her answer is based on her experience. Pero
Yes, really.
It's a difficult situation.
Yeah. It's very funny at the moment. In the morning, Michael,
but like are you physically attracted to the guy, or I mean, is he okay, or like is he someone that you don't really like? Don't let's not talk about love yet, but just the like. Like
but as a famous quotation, there was an English there was an English magician, and he had an assistant who was about 30 years younger than him, called Debbie McGee, and she was interviewed on the television, and the famous quote went, "Well, Debbie, what first attracted you to this millionaire magician?" If ever was the leading question, that was one. What first attracted you to this millionaire magician?
well, be millionaire.
And he was a millionaire. And in fact, they had a very, very happy relationship, although there was 30 years age gap. Did the fact he was famous and that he was very wealthy help? Of course it did. Did it ensure they stayed together for 30 years? No. And in fact, he died, and she still misses him.
Yeah, I was physically attracted to that, probably not enough to make me fall in love with him.
Well, I don't think physical attraction necessarily makes you fall in love. I don't think you fall in love with actually the physical nature of the person.
Yeah, but then I think that's the initial one. I
mean,
you don't want to be with someone you don't have an attraction with.
No.
I mean, you like somebody that you know.
Yeah, but falling in love is falling in love with their personality,
yes,
their emotions, their little gestures, even the silly things that they do wrong, you know. And I do plenty of silly little wrong things, you know. But Mercy, like all Filipinos, is a very tolerant. She's a very tolerant wife.
Well, even if sometimes it gets on my nerves.
Yeah, of course I get it. Everyone gets on the nerves, especially when you're 24/7 for 4 months in lockdown. So you're going to get I exaggerate. I exaggerate for dramatic effect. I exaggerate to be successful in business. It's my personality, and Mercy.
That's one thing I don't like.
Mercy being a shy, as all Filipinos express themselves to be shy, as she's a shy, introverted Filipina. She doesn't like it when I exaggerate, and it makes her cross.
All right.
What's she saying there?
The personality of the guy is okay, but then she's realized that it's hard to teach the heart to fall in love with somebody.
Well, yes.
Well, I guess probably Well, it's case to case basis, and it depends on the situation, and it depends on the people involved.
Yes, and of course, it depends. I mean, Mercy and I met,
But
and
then, if I am to choose, I have to choose with somebody who loves me.
yes, but of course you would. Of course you would.
Kasi alam ko kasi na madali akong ma-fall sa guy pag mabait sa akin. Yung syempre kung alam mo mahal ka ng tao, 'di ba? Syempre maging kind siya sa iyo, treats you well and all those stuff that comes with loving. So I know I'm capable of falling in love with a man. So, yeah, I think so. But I think if I was a guy, if I was a guy, I would pick somebody that I really like or I really love rather than picking somebody who loves me but I don't love. Is what I would do if I was a guy is of course I would pursue and make him or make her the woman fall in love with me.
Well, you can't make anybody fall in love with you, darling. You can chase them. You can try and seduce them.
That's what I'm trying to say. You pursue.
You can wear them down even, but you can't make somebody fall in love with you.
I do not agree.
You can work hard. 3 things to a woman's heart: flowers, shoes, handbags.
I don't agree with that. Maybe it's materialistic women. Maybe those.
Oh, well.
But that's not for me. I may appreciate it, but that's not the what's that? Yeah, it's different with men because it's in their DNA to chase and hunt. They always want challenge.
Yeah, you're quite right. It is. Yes. It is in men's DNA to chase and hunt.
That's why we women must play hard to get.
And it's in women's DNA, of course, to be providers and homemakers and look after children. It's all about the survival of the species. And men and women are driven by their genes. That's DNA, not Levi's. They, but
of course, yeah, you'd rather be, in a relationship where 2 of you are close the same.
Yes. Also, I think there's definitely a cultural difference between the way that Western women react with Western men and the way that Filipinas react with men, and also different way that Western men react with women and Filipino men react with women.
What's that?
And in fact, I would say, this is probably terrible stereotyping and certainly xenophobic. That's a good word, isn't it? That Filipinos and Western men are very well suited, because Western men like women that are caring and want to look after men, and Filipinos want Western men who are protective towards them. So I think that's probably why, and of course the age difference, in my opinion, helps rather than detracts. Indeed, when I'm in the UK, and I see the way that young men talk to their young girlfriends, I'm appalled. And I'm also appalled that the young women let their young boyfriends talk to them that way. I'm not talking about teenagers, I'm talking about people in their 20s. Yeah.
Well, were you like that when you were in 20s or what?
No, I wasn't like that. I was brought up to be polite. My father was an English gentleman, and we were brought up to be polite, please and thank you, and You know, speak nicely, open doors,
Kindly.
open doors to women, and you know,
Give flowers to women.
yeah, flowers, yeah, yeah. I think I bought a forest of flowers over my decades.
You must have a nectar of garden, darling.
Yeah.
Flower garden.
The only trouble in the Philippines, of course, is
Flowers
the
expensive.
well, no, I'm not bothered about flowers being expensive. They just don't last. I mean, I buy flowers for Mercy very occasionally now. Not
No, I'd rather you buy it a rice than flowers.
rather I buy rice. Yeah, yeah. Buy a sack of rice. That's romantic, isn't it? There we are. And make sure it's Gandul rice as well.
Someone from UK told me the most Western women are detached, unlike Asian women who are keen on taking care of their men.
Absolutely, you are 100% right. This is why I'm with a Filipina. This is why I recommend to all my single men to find Filipina girlfriends.
But then there are some exceptions, like yeah, you see how Sarah looks after Mark.
Well, that's my daughter, so I'm biased, aren't I? But it is a fact. Western women are detached. You're quite right.
Anak niya, maalaga siya sa asawa niya. So that's why I said there are some exceptions.
Oh yeah, you can't stereotype every single, but Western women are detached, whereas Filipinas love to look after their men. They love to cook for them. It's a very Asian thing. And Mercy even packs my suitcase for me.
It's a big deal to him. To me, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, well, it is a big deal to me. You know, it's amazing. A little touch like that just shows, and it.
Yes.
But yeah, you Filipinos have got a big advantage. And if any of you are single, and I think perhaps most of you are, then you just obviously it's difficult because of lockdown and travel and planes and things. But 2021, you could do a lot worse than get a Western significant other.
Ay, hindi ko pala nabasa yung si Clara, yung store. Nabusy ako, natulog ako, well, not the whole day, I tried to sleep, but then, super, sapa kayo akong mga anak. So, nakalimot ko tanaw sa imong story. Oy, share imong story dire. Chikahan na to, charing. I-share mo story sa imong Briton. Curious ko. Only if you're comfortable, ha? You're welcome, sis. Yeah. So there we have this group on Facebook. Where some Filipinos looking for foreigners or there because I'm promoting my videos and some of them are friends already. Then like people there are posting the pictures of their foreigners and saying, just anything that they want to say and posting the picture of the foreigners. What's your opinion about that?
What's my opinion?
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, men share pictures of their girlfriends.
No, some are like having a negative opinion of that like, they should keep it private and not really, because to some it comes at bragging and something like that.
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, men are always saying, "Oh, look at my girlfriend! Look at this pretty girlfriend." Or who do you think's prettier, this one or this one?
Another reason they're doing that is that they want to confirm or they want to check if this foreigner they're talking to online, because they haven't met yet, obviously. If their foreigner they're talking to online is also talking to some other girls.
Well, that's a very good idea. Check out that you're having an exclusive.
But I have a different opinion though. I'd rather keep it private.
Well, yes, because you're a private person.
Oh, because what happened? I think what happened is that somebody must have messaged the guy. Because I think maybe the girl has posted the details of the guy along with the pictures.
Well, that was stupid.
So it's
especially,
kind of
especially posting that on a Filipino website, because knowing Filipinos, if they oh yeah, I'll get in touch with him, I'll steal him off you. So I don't think that's a good idea at all. Filipinos are terrible for stealing boyfriends off
how do you
their
know that?
girlfriends. Oh, lots of people told me.
All right.
Oh yeah. But it all goes back to the genes, you see.
All right. Anything else?
So has anybody got any questions for us about this topic, or dating, or Western men? Anything at all?
What advice would you give to people who feels like giving up?
Well, giving up looking for a partner.
Mm.
Well, I can understand how you feel, because at the moment in the lockdown, it's very hard. International travel is only just starting again. You've got problems traveling. But on the other hand, you could say, well, this is golden time, because people will be at home, the men will be at home. And so let's get to know them now. Let's start searching now. Let's build up a relationship so that by the time 2021 comes along, they want to be on that plane and flying into Manila, Angeles, Davao, or Cebu, which I think are the 4 international airports you can fly into from outside the Philippines. And I apologise if there's any more that have got international clearance, but I think those are the 4 international clearing airports. So yes, I wouldn't give up. In fact, I'd double down. While you're stuck at home, or things are quiet, then I push on with it. And of course, at the moment, the USA, there's a lot of lockdown in the USA because they haven't controlled the virus there. And some people think it's because their government hasn't done very well, and it's not for me to comment because I'm not an American. But certainly an awful lot of Americans are locked down at the moment. So golden opportunity to get yourself an American boyfriend.
Mm.
Having said that, I think Englishmen are nicer. Well, I'm allowed to say that. I'm English. Yeah. Yeah. It.
Well, yeah, you English people have it's alright, sis, no problem. You yeah, you have different culture than American.
Yeah,
people.
English culture is very different from American culture. The American culture, they're very brash. They're very make America great again. They are very da 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 da, Star Spangled Christ. American can do no wrong. Whereas English people, we learn from having an empire and then losing it. So English people tend to be more tolerant, more gracious, more calm, not so abrasive. And of course, England's a lot smaller than the USA. USA is a very, very big place.
Unsay mong ex Pinoy, sis? Going back to my ex, na-decide kung bayaan na lang gid siya kay feeling na ako sana breadcrumb
What's
na lang
breadcrumb?
ko. What's breadcrumb? What do you mean? But was he to you? Is he sweet? Taga UK.
As he's from the UK.
Mm.
Whereabouts in the UK is he from?
If you want to cry, use tissue, not Facebook status. Oh, there's one this. There's this one post on Facebook. They've been talking for 5 years but never seen each other.
That's ridiculous.
And I was really like, wow. I mean, you have that patience to talk to him that long and not really see each other, because like the guy is saying that he's gonna come to the Philippines for good. And if that was me, I don't think I got the patience to wait that long.
Breadcrumb is just that giving you enough to breathe, but not the intelligence to keep you alive.
Shut up. No, it's just an expression. The last.
All right.
Never heard of that, to be honest. Do you know that?
Now I've learned something. You never stop learning in this life, do you?
Yeah.
Well, have you met him? Have you met this guy from the UK?
Yeah, I think she had. She had. What you say? They continue the communication after he came back. I mean, he went back home.
All right. No, well, it is difficult times, but we are coming out of lockdown in the UK. But of course, you can't get back into UK. I can because I'm lucky enough to be married to a Filipina, so I can get back into the Philippines. But having said that, at the moment, I'm going to have to do quarantine. But luckily for us, one of the quarantine hotels is next door to our subdivision, so I can lean out the window and wave to the family. We will have to see whether what the regulations are when I come back, or hopefully they might let me, because I'm a foreigner, might let me do home quarantine. The Philippines are very nice because they tend to be kinder to foreigners than they are to their own people. Whereas in most countries, people are more horrible to the foreigners than they are to their own people.
Well, I don't think it is good, really, is it?
Well,
that stems out from us being very accommodating and
yes,
hospitable, and
yes,
I think that's from the Spanish trait that we acquired. A lot of Spanish influence. Like, if you have visitors, then you'll take out the nicest cutleries, nicest place, and then you prepare the what's that? Kana galing dili siya all in, sis. So I'm not his priority. Is it true that if you like someone, you will make time no matter how? Of course, yes, of course.
Categorically, if he really, really is keen on you, he will make time.
Yeah, no matter how busy.
And especially if he's been locked down, he's got plenty of time on his hands.
I don't think she's talking about recently, but I think it's an old.
Yeah, if you like somebody, you'll make time.
So maybe, but is This is not the ano. This is the not the guy that you said who loves you but you don't love, that you're referring to earlier.
No, I think this is boyfriend number one, and the other one's boyfriend number two.
Because you know, if you really love somebody, then yes, having you as priority
That's a small water.
is certainly a sign. Oh, all right. Ay kabalo ko sis. Mas dali kung yung ana dili ako ang type sa bayi nga mugukod sis. Mas bali pa ako gugkon sa laki. Pinungko nga ako mugukod sa laki. Di ko mahimo ana. Ay feeling nako murag mawala akong self-esteem. So that's why I said earlier, mas i-choose pa na ako ang laki nga gigo ko charay magbisaya na taon na kumano. Kita-kita naman na mas i-choose pa na ako ang laki nga gigugma ko kaysa ay di na lang sa gigugma ko, but rather kung dako gugma sa ako kaysa kung ako ang dako gugma sa laki. Kaya for me mas dali ra man kumakuan ko, dali ra man kuma in love good. Basta pakitaan na ko kaayo sa laki. Maon na. Dali na ko ma-develop. And she said she got confused because he said he is not in love with her and doesn't want to commit, but then he wants to keep her, and that turned her off. You say?
Well, that sounds to me like he wants you as a friend with benefits.
He's keeping his doors open to other women. Maybe he's having more options.
Yeah, he's playing the field. You're certainly not exclusive.
Alright. Wala sad ko nagkukod-ukod niya sis, more on giving him a chance. Ingon na ano. Okay. Yeah, I mean, men can run after women, but I don't think women should run after men. It should be the other way around.
Well, that's the normal way of life. Men chase women.
What, do you like being chased? I don't think so. There's no challenge. All right.
But then I reevaluated and asked myself why I'm in this situation. Then I
Realized that she's not happy, so she left.
well, that was the right thing to do. If you're not happy, go. Plenty more fish in the sea.
You just have to net. You just need to have a good net.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that sounds very sensible, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh. May gano kay kuan. You're a strong woman to leave. Hello, Sammy. Good evening.
Hello, Sammy.
Hello again. Hope you are not ending this time. No, we're not yet. We're still waiting for some people to join us.
There we are. Well, you're in Melbourne, which is a bit of a hot spot in Australia, and we're in Cebu City, which is a bit of a hot spot. So
we're the same.
yeah,
Similar
so we're the
situation.
same, similar situation. Yeah.
So how's the situation there right now? Have you got any news as to what's gonna happen?
What, in Australia or here?
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. So they got 278 new cases today, just in Melbourne. It's actually, Lara said, it's actually nice to know that someone loves us. Yeah, probably we can develop feelings for that person. For me, yes.
it's very disappointing because everyone thought Australia had handled it very well, and then suddenly it's got out of control again.
What about New Zealand?
No, New Zealand's fine. But New Zealand's got lots of advantages.
It's a smaller country, isn't it?
New Zealand's very small, 2 small islands, and they strictly controlled. Well, they did have somebody who escaped from quarantine, and seriously, someone escaped from quarantine, infected a load of people, and they were to say they weren't happy was mega understatement. People lost their jobs.
So what have you been doing, Sammy?
Well, Sammy's front line, isn't he?
Yeah, but he said he commented in the video and he said he's out of work because they were locked down.
Right.
Well, I suppose in case of emergency, I've been staying home.
There's, now, Sammy's got a girlfriend, hasn't he?
Yes.
Oh,
He's taken.
yeah, Sammy's taken, unfortunately, ladies. Otherwise, you'd have a lovely Australian fireman boyfriend.
Because I started not long ago. They're not
Oh,
letting me
right,
work this
yeah.
period.
Sort of,
Quarantine, yeah.
yeah,
Isolate yourself.
first in, first out sort of thing. No, last in, first out, that's it. Last in, first out. Well, I hope you're still getting paid, Sammy.
I think so.
I hope you're still getting paid, Sammy. Well, Sammy, if you've got any single friends,
Yes. Tell them to come to the channel, and there are a lot of Filipino women.
a lot of Filipino women on here, a lot of them looking for nice boyfriends.
But
Oh, good, Sammy. I'm very pleased you're getting paid.
But I suspect Sammy's friends are also young ones, younger men. Yeah, it should be. It's government.
Yeah, it should be. But... Well, in England, we've just locked down one city, Leicester. And the reason we locked down Leicester is very Asian, and it's got lots and lots of Asian people, and they all work in sweatshops making textiles, and so they have been socially distancing and working in very bad conditions. Bit of a scandal, really.
Balos is still open.
Oh, the Balos is still open. Oh, well, there we are.
Pila edad ito yung kuan sis Lara Afam? Really? Why are they open if you were locked down?
Because they'd be climbing the walls if they couldn't have a bottle.
Hello, 50-year-old. He's old enough already. Has he been married? Or does he have any kids? Because the government wouldn't want to lose money.
Oh, yeah, comes the duty, yeah.
Well, not here in the Philippines. Yeah, I mean, a lot of businesses are closed.
Yeah, still a lot of business. Well, in Cebu...
Well, they've been closed, temporarily closed, but like some are or the pool that permanently closed because they lose money.
Joe went to Angeli's and he said it's like a ghost town. He said everywhere's closed.
Well, people are not going out. Well, they shouldn't be going out,
No.
really. But, yeah. It's so strange, you know? It's weird.
Well, it's unusual times, difficult and turbulent times.
All right.
What's she saying there?
She's been married. He's been married and has one kid.
Right. Oh, hello, Blake Ryan.
My cousin Mitch tested positive. Oh my God! Sorry to hear that. I just want to go back and watch the footy at the ground.
Well, of course, that's the problem. In England, we've got football, but you can only watch it on the television. So in England, we've got football, but you can only watch it on television.
Hello, this is Rochelle. Rochelle JL. Good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Shout out to Miss Lara daw. Kumusta? Asa nagbisaya na nun. Where are you from again, Sis Rochelle?
Tested positive. Yeah.
You silly Blake. I thought that was serious.
Well, it still could be positive. It still could be positive for the virus because he was an idiot to get it. But
we have some people who are positive in the same subdivision that we live.
Yes.
I think there are 6 already. And
yes.
one died.
Yes. Yeah. So we live in a little subdivision of 80 houses, and 6 people are sick, and 1 person died. But I think the person that died was very old, probably would
not very. I think over 60. But he's senior citizen.
Senior citizen.
Mitch Ryan. But you got me there.
Oh dear.
Actually, I'm not. I'll have to.
Sammy said he got an SMS from his boss saying he's hospital fighting cancer right now.
I just got sent as SMS from my boss saying he is in
hospital fighting cancer. Well, it's not a good time to be in hospital in a pandemic because hospitals are where you catch infections. And of course, it used to be the MSRA. Now, of course, it's the.
Well, he's got the if he's got cancer.
He's got cancer. He doesn't want to get COVID. No.
He's got more chance of being infected.
Yes.
Congrats on the death. What do you mean, choice man?
It's someone being nasty. So England, apart from Leicester, is gradually coming out of everything, and the bars are open in England, the pubs are open in England, the restaurants are open in England now, all shops are open, and gyms are going to start to open next week. What isn't open yet are cinemas, theatres, nail bars, health spas aren't open yet, and you can't go and watch football or anywhere where there's a lot of people. but they're playing football in empty grounds and showing it live on television. And what they are doing is they're adding the applause on.
Mm-hmm. But they're just recorded ones. I mean, they're not really playing it recently.
No, they're playing live now. They're playing live football now.
Really?
Yeah, they're playing live football. They're playing live football, but they're not allowed to hug and kiss each other when they score a goal.
My boss
there's no audience.
My boss just Skyped me, and a guy with a mask on just walked in, and my boss just hung up. Oh, that's not a very kind word to say.
But delete him, block him. Yeah, give him the buzzer.
Right.
So we were discussing, Blake and Sammy, about relationships and whether you should go for somebody that you love but doesn't love you, or whether you should go for someone that really, really loves you, is keen on you, but you're not keen on them. In our ideal world, of course, you're both keen on each other. And the girls were...
Thank you, Sis Lara.
Yeah, thank you, Repulsive. I've got Nick Valero.
Hello. Please unlock him. Is that you? Unblock. Nick Valerio, was that you? They like, how do you call this? What's the term?
They play with each other.
Yeah. Was that you, Valerio? Your son? Didn't know you have a son. Right. Let me have a look. I will come again later, I think.
I think it's in the sin bin, but it's not permanently blocked. So how old is your son, Nick? So I guess Nick Valero's another one in Melbourne.
Yes, he's got a channel. I know Nick Valerio and his son. Didn't know it was his.
6. I can't believe he's that good on the keyboard at 6.
Are you talking rubbish, Nick?
I don't think a 6-year-old will be that articulate.
Right, so have you got any Nick Valerio? Let's have a look.
There we are. So our Australian friends, have you got any Oh, Nick there. Yes, I'm joking. I don't know who that kid was. But it might not be a kid.
No, he got us there.
So what we're saying is, Australians, have you got any single men that are looking for Filipino girlfriends? because there are thousands of Filipinos who are looking for nice boyfriends, especially after the lockdown ends.
Maybe Nick Valerio is available.
Yeah. We'll find him a nice lady boy.
Sugar Valley.
Oh, there are Nick Valerios available.
All right.
Well, there we are. The plenty of Filipinos are looking for nice Australian boyfriends. I don't know if you qualify on that definition. Very caring, very loving people, Filipinos.
How far is Melbourne from Adelaide? Adelaide.
How far is Melbourne from Adelaide? I would say 1,000 miles, but I could be wrong.
1,000 miles. All right.
There we are. Nick Valero says comment on his video channel and then he'll get back in touch. There we are, ladies. There's an offer you can't refuse.
Can you message Nick turned 23 6 days ago? Really?
Show that.
All right, I'm gonna give you you can drop the link of your video, Nick. So I think we got one blog, Sis Lara here. Sino pa andito? Just a short video.
Right. So it's 9 hours in the car.
All right.
So that's going to be about 500 miles, I suppose.
Hello, Mo Vlog. So I appreciate Mo Vlog is a vlogger. So bigyan kita ng jacket. Pwede ka po magbaba ng link pero yung ano lang po, huwag masyadong mahaba. I'll try to find a short video of Nick. Footy. Here, the Mel Day. Oh yeah, it has come through and I put another one actually.
Yeah, the link has come through. Thumbs up.
I know. You know the time I just remember now that Sam, you know Sam,
yes.
Sam Alexander, he was trying to put a link here and it's not possible if you're not a moderator.
All right.
So that's why we didn't see the link before.
So you have to make people moderators.
Yeah.
I'm learning all the time.
All right, so hello Mo Vlogs. Kumusta po? Sino pa andito? Really? Are you serious? Mo Vlogs has got 9. He said 9 million subs.
9 million subscribers.
You're probably
That's
just,
a lot more than we've got.
You're probably just I thought Mo Vlogs is a how do you call that? Filipino. Oh my God!
Yes, yes.
I can't believe it. Where are you from, Mo Vlogs? Yes, he's got 9 million subs.
9 million subscribers.
Is he from Australia, so? Gosh, I'm surprised. Ah, you're from Dubai. Whoa, you got a lot of subs there. How's the situation in Dubai right now? Let's have a look. I'll subscribe to your channel.
I shall be flying through Dubai on hopefully, cross fingers, 23rd of this month.
Nick Valier said, "Move vlogs, you're a selfish man. Stop flexing with your Lamborghini on your videos. If you have it, flaunt it." Yeah, that's his channel.
There we are. There's his Lamborghini.
No, it's his
Oh, no, it's a
Nissan.
Nissan.
But there's the Lamborghini.
Oh, it's got some serious cars.
You're a big YouTuber.
Oh, it's got some serious cars, lovely cars.
How old are you, Move Vlogs, if you don't mind me asking? He's got a lot of cars in his private jet with a billionaire, a J in New York, TikTok channel, Donald Trump.
Well, there we are. Yeah, so I'll be flying through Dubai.
He's young.
Yeah, Youngs will be so successful. Good luck. Well done. So I should be going Emirates, Manila, Dubai, Heathrow. And
22 million views he's got. So you started 5 years ago. I make more in an hour than you do in. Rochelle said she's done with Nick Valerio. There you go. So Move Vlogs, Rochelle JL is saying that Move Vlogs is a big channel. I used to watch his vlogs when I was still in Abu Dhabi. All right. I just wonder how he came into this live.
well, you're more than welcome, sir.
I mean, you know, for a big channel to come in this channel.
Yeah, well, the Queen can talk to a cat and a cat can talk to the Queen.
Oh.
You're all more welcome.
I'll be checking out your videos, Mo Vlogs.
There we are. You're more than welcome. So, yes, but Emirates are very good because they cancelled loads of my flights and they've rearranged them, no extra cost. So flights that were cancelled this year, I've rebooked for next year. So Emirates are very good. Having said that, they didn't want to give me my money back, but I'm not fussed if I can use them for flights next year.
Are you still in lockdown in Dubai?
I think Dubai is in lockdown. I think Dubai's got a lot of cases of the virus in the immigrant workers. And of course, the only good thing about that is the immigrant workers will be young, and therefore, although they get a lot of cases, the death rate is low. And I think if you look on World in Data or World Meter, for things like Dubai and Oman, they've got lots of cases but very low death rate. Exactly the same as Singapore. Singapore's got a lot of cases in the immigrant dormitories, a lot of young people, so it spreads very quickly, but they don't die.
I can't believe this. Really?
Well, there we are.
Mr. Fish says a young YouTube.
So
Hello.
there we are. We've got YouTubers coming on. You're more than welcome.
Oh my God, Mr. Beast! Welcome to the live stream.
There we are. Oh, there we are, Mr.
He
Beast.
does extreme stuff, Mr. Beast.
Yes,
Wow. How are you doing, sir?
there we are. Just to introduce ourselves to these two famous YouTubers or vloggers or whatever. My name is Nigel, and I'm from England. Well, you can tell that by the way I speak. And this is Mercy, my Filipino wife. We have two young children, and we've got an embryonic, that's a good word, isn't it? Embryonic. Got an embryonic channel called The Morley Journey, because that's our surname. We're Mr. and Mrs. Morley, Englishman, Filipino.
Oh. Whoa. We feel so honored you're here in our country.
So where's Mr. Beast based?
US.
US. Oh, there we are. So we got US, we got Australia,
So.
we got Dubai tonight, and we got Philippines.
Yeah, he does some extreme stuff. It's quite famous. See that? Was that? Sorry, do you like that? But I made a fake account on both of the YouTubers. What do you mean? I prank you. Well, you don't have us in Dubai anymore. What's he trying to say?
I think he's trying to say that he pranked us. He wasn't really.
But how'd you do that? It's a real. Really? Ah, yeah, you. They're crazy.
Oh, you made my wife laugh. Well done, Sammy.
Yeah, because if you notice that one, see that?
Yeah. Very good. Very good. You got my wife all excited there.
Oh my God. So how do you know them? That's quite, yeah, that's quite. You're very good with making fake accounts, guys. I shall get back to you one day.
Oh, well. We're going to go to Melbourne. We're definitely going to go to Melbourne, and we're going to meet all these people. In fact, what we'll do is we'll tell you when we're in Melbourne, and then we'll find a nice bar, and we'll set a tab up. And I don't think a bottle is the same as a bar. I think a bottle is an off license, but takeaway. And we'll buy you all either a beer, or if you don't drink beer, we'll buy you a Coca-Cola or pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Yeah, recommended. It's very interesting to see what's coming up on recommended on YouTube. There are things coming up on YouTube that haven't been seen for a long time. But they, like all these social media things, they're watching you because things they recommend to you are things they know you like. Like in my case, Dexys.
I was really pranked, yes. But I was stupid because you see that, Mister. It's different,
Yeah.
really.
You fooled my wife. That takes some doing. She's a clever woman. To fool her, you've done well. You got all excited, hot flush.
Oh.
So the other person, I get Jacob Rees-Mogg on my recommended all the time, and he's one of Samuel Alexander's favourite English characters. We haven't seen Samuel for a while, have we? The student.
Yeah.
He must be locked down as well.
On YouTube, you should watch a video called Social Distance Bar Fight. Really? What do they do?
Right, she's going to look it up now. Thank you very much for your input. Why did Vic Leo said he was his son? Because he's a demented Australian. Why is a very interesting concept. And while I'm talking about it, if you want to see a really interesting YouTube video, it's quite old now. It's called Why, W-H-Y, and it's by Richard Feynman. And Richard Feynman was a USA Nobel Prize winning physicist. And he, as a very, very young student, he worked on the Manhattan Project, which made the atom bomb. And then later life, he got a Nobel Prize for quantum physics. And he also did a lot of the preparation work for the quantum computer. Very, very clever man. But he also did some videos just basically about interesting concepts. You haven't got to be a nuclear physicist to understand. And the video on Why by Richard Feynman is very, very interesting. And it really makes you think about it, and it's well worth looking at. And Richard Feynman's also famous because he was on the panel that were inquiring why the Challenger. Do you remember the shuttle that broke up in the sky? Why did that break up? And he worked it out basically using why.
Social distance bar fight. I'm just looking at now. Yeah, we've seen the Tango Baldi thing. It's based in the UK. That Toysman kid is a lunatic. Well, it's not being nice. I have to do what needs to be done.
Yes.
I thought retired man in college, eh? But it's a big channel. Yeah, I've seen the bar fight. So, Sammy, I get a question. How many YouTube accounts do you have? Or say Google accounts? He poured hot tea on his girlfriend Nicola. That doesn't sound very nice. I think this is another. These people make a lot of fake accounts. Hello, Will Maki. Who is it? Is it Sammy again?
Sammy got 5 children.
No, he's
got 5 Google accounts. Sorry.
All right. So you had Sammy. I think you have 2 Sammy G, and there's the mold that move vlogs that we've used earlier on Mr. Beast. I'm not a fake account. And who's Will Maki guy now?
Mm.
Let me get back to Nick Valerio. You should listen to Ram Ranch. It's a good song. It really helps children fall asleep. All right.
Well, we'll do that. I'm just going to get some more water. Tubik in Filipino. I think we're down to the Australian side, aren't we? It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna comment based on what you've said, Nick Valerio, because I can't really listen to it right now. But I'm just gonna say in this video, it's a bit dark. Well, Maki, you look like that guy in the Bucket Charizard stream. Don't know what that means. Right, guys, our Filipino friends, are you still there? I'm sorry about that. Nawala kayo sa... Let's get back to topic. Unless this is Australian gents here wants to answer the question or want to answer the question. What are you eating, darling? This is an OC stream. Aussies are the best compared to whom? Do they have hudaks in Philippines? What's hudaks?
I don't know what hudak is.
Let me have a look.
Google.
Google.
I'm not sure if it's a... Oh, no, I don't know what a hudak is. Sounds like a Canadian Indian.
Hudak farm. Hudak bakery.
Oh, it's a chain of bakeries. No, we don't.
No, we don't. Never heard of that.
No, we don't.
Hudaks.
No, we don't have them.
No, we don't have that. There's not many Australian,
No.
you know, brands here.
Not many Australian brands.
Mostly American or
And British.
UK.
Yeah, UK, American, Korean.
Yeah, Korean, Japanese.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there are many Aussies really here. Their lasagna is so good.
Yeah, I like lasagna.
Do you like your Vegemite?
Oh, it's very inferior to Marmite. Marmite is so much better.
Or have you guys tried Marmite from the UK?
Burton-on-Trent, where they make the beer, it's all the gunk they scrape out the bottom of the beer barrels. And in fact, when they weren't brewing beer, they'd got some problems with lack of Marmite.
Average Kid, I don't know what's this stuff. Is that a show? I presume it's a show.
I don't know what Average Kid is.
Musical artist. Hip hop. I don't know. What do you
No,
mean?
we don't have Average Kid here.
Oh, just one Filipina here. She said she likes Tisco products. Like she drinks Tisco teas, and it's Tesco shortcakes. Valde's got good stuff as well.
Surely a Jason collectible footy car battles in the film. No, no.
It's not a big thing here.
No, the card, those collectible cards are not a big thing here.
I know it is a big thing there in your country or your place.
You see, don't forget the Philippines. They don't have a lot of discretionary spending income, and certainly not for children to buy cards with.
Do you have Gilan Stratton in the Philippines? No, never heard of them.
No. We have a few McDonald's. We have Starbucks, lots of Starbucks.
What's that? Is that?
Lots of Starbucks, a few McDonald's. KFC we have here.
Subway, yes, we have Subway.
Yeah, we have Subway.
Do we? I think so.
Very few. I think we have very few Subway. Lots of Subway in the UK.
England.
Lots of Subway in the UK.
Kobe AFL. I've seen that on one of the YouTube videos of you guys, but no, we don't have it here.
Don't forget, the Philippines is a third world country. They don't have the discretionary spending power of Australians, even with your weak Australian dollar.
This is what Sam Alexander said. Don't pronounce it.
Yeah, I know.
I think you.
Yeah, I know.
Right, guys, Filipino friends, are you still there? Panigog budra.
We've been overrun with Australians.
Yes, I'm afraid.
Yeah, overrun with Australians. We're all very welcome, no matter where you're from.
Oh, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
No, I don't have anything.
No. All we've got is a Laguna very cheap beer and millions of very nice, polite, attractive Filipinas. Oh, and lots of beaches. And if you go to La Union, they've even got surfing beaches there. And if you like diving, some of the best diving places in the world are in the Philippines. Has the time come to say bye-bye?
We have more beaches than you said.
That's interesting. Australia's a big place. Australia's a big place, so maybe, I don't know. Philippines is islands, so there's lots of beaches on the islands, but the beaches are lovely here.
You've got a lot of good divers there, don't you?
Yeah, lots of swimming. A lot of Olympic swimmers came from Australia.
Good swimmers. Blake Ryan, you are free to leave. No worries.
Hey, he's changed his mind now.
I'll say my nose and ears are bleeding just watching, not commenting much.
There we are. You've amused the Filipino Aussies.
Yeah.
So we're saying good night now.
I think so.
All right.
Unless we get some questions.
Unless you've got any questions, we're going to say good night to Australians and good night to Rachel and any other Filipinos or
I think all
listening.
the other Filipinas are gone.
Yeah.
Or Annabelle is probably cooking.
So good night, Sammy. Good night, Blake. Good night, all the fake accounts. Good night, all you lovely Filipinas. Good night from me. God bless. And we'll see you again soon.
My question is, can you go for another hour? What are we going to talk about?
Well, we've got to be up early in the morning, folks. We've got to go to City Hall. It's been closed. And I've got to get my travel pass. Won't be easy. We'll have to wait around. Filipino bureaucracy.
Yeah.
All right, question.
That's another. Is that you again, Sammy?
Yeah, that's Sammy. But come on, what's the question?
Do you think your husband will live past average life expectancy? Yes. What's the average life? 75, 78?
Right. My father lived to 98.
Yes.
My father lived to 98.
That's not me. It's me. How many gadgets have you got there? Or do you sign out from another account and go to another account? These people, I thought it's just Filipino thing.
There we are. You see, Rachel's very polite. Well done, Rachel. God bless you. And I hope everything gets sorted out for you.
Thank
Good night,
you,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Good night, Australian friends. Bye-bye now.
All right, we're saying bye-bye now because we gotta be up early tomorrow and we're gonna go somewhere. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Well, that was okay because we had the Filipinos talking about relations. Then we had the Aussies coming in because they're